Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to the channel. And finally, we have got the quad rocket launcher in Helldivers 2. This is the Commando. Now, I'm going to show you some details about this weapon in this section of the video. And then I'm going to show you it actually in a Helldive mission with me playing and just to show you like how effective it can be. So, there are some things to kind of realize with this though. So, this is the Commando. And we're going to call it in and you'll notice its time. I think we really need to pay attention to this. So, the cooldown, look, it is 1 minute and 45 seconds. So it's hit the ground. You've got 1 minute and, well, 46 seconds, I guess that was. Now, the way this works is it is essentially 4 EAT rockets that are half as powerful as a normal EAT rocket, if that makes any sense. So each rocket is half as powerful as an EAT rocket. Now, when the blue beam is on, it means that it's laser guided. So if you fire the rocket, you can guide it into a target. Now, you can actually turn this off. So if you hold down the reload button, you can turn it off. And you will know it is turned off because there will be no beam. So this is just in essentially dumb fire mode. This is in EAT mode, right? It fires exactly the same as an EAT rocket. Now, the other thing to be aware of is if I drop down the expendable anti-tank, this is only on a 1 minute cooldown. And it's 2 rockets. And we all know how powerful this is. Really, really powerful. And obviously with new ship upgrades as well. Let me just kill these guys. With new ship upgrades as well, you can cool this down even faster. I don't think there's any heavy units there. These guys... Oh, actually, this is good. Oh, okay, go on, call it in. Right, so I'll show you this, actually. When the dropship comes in, we will shoot it, the engine with 2 rockets, and that's a bit overkill. You'll see the dropship get taken out. Obviously, with an EAT, it would be 1 rocket. So here we go, right? So 1. Okay, we missed. 1, 2. Yep, so there you go. As I get crushed by a bit of the dropship. What the... what the hell? Obviously, on Berserkers, it'll one... Okay, no, it doesn't one-shot them. Wow, okay. I thought it would one-shot them. Hopefully they... Please die. Please die. Please die. Okay. So, yeah, the question is this better than an EAT rocket? So, the thing is, you've got like 1 minute and 46-ish seconds, it looks like, the cooldown. I guess if you add the time of it dropping down. So, look, you can see the timer, in it comes, there's the impact, it pops up. Yeah, I don't know. So, I mean, it's basically around 2 minutes there, but let's just say 1 minute 45 for argument's sake. Is it as good as an EAT rocket, though? I don't know. I mean, it'll take this out with 1 shot, I think. Yeah. Obviously, it'll take these guys out with 1 shot. It doesn't. See, it doesn't even actually take those guys out once. So I'm a little bit disappointed, to be honest, in this weapon. It's all right, but I think the thing is that's happening here, guys, is because it's free, it's actually okay. And it's kind of like, I'm just going to throw it out there, it's kind of like the Emancipator mech, which, have you seen an Emancipator mech since they were free? You know what I mean? It's like if they're free, everyone will use them. Because actually, they're quite strong. What am I walking through here? This is going to kill me. But anyway, they're quite strong, right? When they're free. But when you have to actually use them for a stratagem slot, are you going to do it? Let's jump forward into the gameplay, though, so we can talk a bit more about this. I think, actually, before we do that, sorry, let me just show you the lock-on nature of this. So, yeah, I can get to the other... I can get to the one I dropped. Not the lock-on, sorry, I should correct myself there. The laser-guided nature. Also, it really looks like the spear, doesn't it? Just get my gear back. So, if we... I don't really know how to show this. We'll just fire it into the sky, and hopefully you'll be able to see the way it changes its flight path with where I'm aiming. So if I fire here, can you see how it sort of loops around? I mean, I'm not too sure how useful that's going to be. Yeah, I mean, there's no way you could fire it past the target and then get the rocket to turn around and fire back. So it's like, yeah, anyway, let's go into a game and I'll show you how this thing works. Yeah, so it's okay, right? It's not great. I'm trying to be diplomatic here, but I think there's a couple of issues with this weapon. So basically what you've got is 4 rockets and they all do half the damage of a normal EAT rocket. Now, I'm trying to think of scenarios like this here against the Devastator. Okay, cool. You can fire one of the rockets off and you can kill a Devastator, but you have to hit the Devastator in the head. That heavy Devastator there, if you shoot the shield, it will not die. If you shoot a Walker, as you've seen in the previous clip, it will not die. Also, one of the rockets is not enough to take out a dropship. Obviously, you need 2, because again, it does half the damage of an EAT rocket. So the big question here is this weapon actually any good? And what enemies would it actually potentially be good against? And this is where I'm really struggling. I think for gunships against the automatons, I think it'll be okay because you've kind of like, yeah, you've got the range of engagement, right? You can use the laser targeting to guide it in, which is okay. But again, it's still going to take 2 rockets to take out one of the gunships. So is it really worth it? The cooldown of the weapon is higher than the EAT rocket, and you get 2 EAT rockets, remember. And for the Commando, you get like 1 minute. It's basically 1 minute and 50 seconds when you add in the inbound time. You see it's about to pop now, so there'll be 1 minute and 40. I think I'm going to get, yeah, 1 minute and 45. I thought I was going to take the UI off, but I think it just stays on, doesn't it? When you call in the stratagem. So yeah, it's basically 1 minute and 50 seconds, around that, right? But the EAT rockets are coming in every minute. So you've basically got, you do have, do you have more Commando rockets? You don't, because the Commando rockets, you get 4. So basically it's only 2. So I think it's less. I'm really struggling to see where this is any good. And this comes back to the other argument, doesn't it? Would you use this stratagem if you actually had to take up a stratagem slot for it? I'm really struggling. Like, you see this here, right? The counter sniper, the diligence. Like, I'm killing the devastators by shooting them in the head with this. Why would I use the quad launcher or the Commando to achieve the same? It's like complete overkill. You're going to use it to take out the heavily armored enemies, but it's just not as fast at doing that. So stuff like a charger, right? If the charger's coming straight towards you, you hit it in the head with the EAT rocket, it will die. If you hit it in the head with the Commando, it won't die. You need to fire another rocket. But that's still totally doable. You can go bang, bang and take it out. And this, I think, is where the strength of the weapon comes from. Because then you've got another EAT rocket ready to go. It's basically a double EAT. I think that's the way to look at this. So if you had 2 charges, bang, you kill the first one, turn around, bang, you kill the next one. You can't do that with an EAT. An EAT is, you've got 1 shot, right? And then it's gone. But obviously it kills the targets faster. You hit a Hulk straight in the face, in the chest, it's going to die with the EAT rocket. You hit it with the Commando, it's not. You're going to need to shoot it again. But you can do that. And if there's 2 Hulks, then you can fire at them. You can fire at the next Hulk and kill that. So there is an advantage there. It's like compressing the firepower. But is it better than the EAT? Would you take the Commando over the EAT rocket? I don't know. I really don't know, because I think I really don't think you do. I think the EAT is still a lot more versatile because you can call it down faster. So overall, you've got more firepower available. You can even add things like, if you use stun grenades, stun a target, and then drop the EAT drop pod onto a charger, that's a kill, right? Yeah, granted, you can do that with the Commando drop pod as well, so maybe it's a kind of a bit of a moot point. But the thing is, you get more of the EAT drop pods because it's available more. So I just think the EAT is just a better weapon, right? The Commando's cool, don't get me wrong, it is a cool weapon, but I just don't think it's got enough to take over the EAT, basically. Now, in this gameplay clip here, you can see us playing on the Evacuate High Value Assets mission. This is on Helldive difficulty, and we've got a load of factory walkers coming in. Now, I know you guys are familiar with this, and I know a lot of people play on this difficulty, but essentially what's helping us here is the fact that we've got a ton of EMS mortars. They are literally essential on this mission to win, because you need to choke up a lot of the chaff with the mortars. As for the factory walkers, they are the biggest threat. You can see here I was firing my rockets at that, trying to hit it in the face to take it out. The main focus here is to just kill the factory striders before they get in range of the generators, and then start opening up fire with their cannon, because that will destroy the generators, and it's super frustrating. But again, yeah, using the Commando against them, it's fine. But would I take the Commando over the EAT rocket? Probably not. So what's the point of the Commando? Are we going down this path again of weapons being added to Helldivers that are not really ever going to get used again? Like, can we talk about the Emancipator? Now, I like the Emancipator. I think it's actually a decent little mech, but have I used it since it was free? No. But here's the thing, right? Joel could give us more of the Commando. He could give us an Emancipator. There's a bunch of stratagems out there where other stratagems are just straight up better anyway, especially in the support weapon category. But if you get them for free, it does spice up a bit of the gameplay, doesn't it? You know? So I don't know. I'm all for it. Give us more. But I think if I was to, I guess, rate the Commando out of 10, I'd say it's probably like a 5 out of 10. It's okay. I think the EAT is better in a lot of scenarios. You get the EAT more often. But I do think the Commando does win when it comes to maybe needing to kill 2 targets really fast, where obviously with the EAT, that is going to be harder unless you're next to the drop pod with the 2 rockets ready to go. Like, you fire the one off, grab the next one, and fire it off. This is kind of like when you put the recoilless rifle into this scenario. Why would you take that over the EAT rocket? Well, it's basically because you've got rockets ready to go, right? You've always got it loaded. You've always got it ready to go. Whereas with the EAT, you're going to need to call it down if you've used it before. Still, though, I think this weapon's okay. And it's good that they're adding new weapons into the game. It's not amazing. It's okay. It's a fun weapon to use. So I guess kind of okay job, Arrowhead. All right, guys, thanks for watching today's video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments below. And hello as well, Rezon, if you watch this video. I'll catch you guys in the next one. See you soon.